Alright, welcome to day 51 of our journey to Platinum here in Elden Ring. Today what I'm going to be doing is going through the Academy Gate Town. So I'm starting here at the Gate Town Bridge. Everything surrounding this is done. Yesterday we went to the Highway Lookout Tower, went through these woods, also this little section of land down here. This stuff over where the Rune Bear was at is done. So, starting at the Gate Town Bridge, as I've mentioned, everything on this side up to probably about here is done. So, we'll work through some of this water stuff today, hopefully go to each of these little ruinous areas. And as usual, just like I like to remind everyone at the beginning of each episode, whole premise of this series is that we're going obsessively thorough. So we're going to be checking absolutely everything with the goal of even picking up every last crafting material that we pass by. And I'm sure that I've missed some throughout the playthrough, but I've done pretty good. Done pretty good with even collecting all the crafting materials and being obsessively thorough. So we're making this happen, and this is potentially going to be the most thorough environmental exploration series of this game on YouTube. Sure, some people have done some really thorough stuff with other types of things in the game, but this is probably the most thoroughly the environment has been explored in a playthrough here on YouTube. So I'm pretty proud of that. And it's also super annoying at the same time because it's like it takes forever to get through an area. But we're going to make it happen. So, I'm going to go through this area today, and and something that I'm noticing here is I do a lot more damage to these guys than I used to, I feel like. I thought it used to take, like, 3 hits, and now it's, 1 hit is taking a little over half of their health. So, that's pretty good. I feel good about that. I mean, I know they're relatively low level, but I think I hadn't really walked through this area, maybe, since I had gotten my katana up to such a high level. Alright, so there's nothing in this patch of water, and that's what I mean about the heavy thoroughness, is we gotta check all the water and everything too, and all these little breakdowns. So I'm gonna I'll turn around and work my way through here, but I figure if I kind of go along the bridge first, then I've at least got the sort of these outskirts of the gate town done, and then we can kind of start to move in a little bit. And all this stuff out here should be done. I checked all this stuff pretty thoroughly multiple episodes ago. We went through all this. And we're almost up to where the actual Grace is. Yeah, right there. We're at the Grace for the actual Gatefront town. Or wait, okay, so this is the Gate Town Bridge, and this is the actual Academy Gate Town. So this lower portion of the Gate Town, I think shouldn't take super long. The stuff up here, though, once we get into the actual gate town, that's a little more dense, though. I seem to remember that there's a good amount of stuff in there, like enemy-wise and just items-wise. So hopefully we'll have the time to head up into there today as well. And boom, we are in the Academy Gate Town. But what I want to do real fast, actually, now that I think about it, I was going to go ahead and start heading back towards the beginning, but I think that it would actually be smart to check all along this edge, because we eventually hit a spot where you can kind of go underneath the town itself, I believe, because there's like that extra like upper portion where the finger reader crone is. So it's not really underneath the town, but there's a section there that I think has a crab, and it kind of hits the wall or the border of this town. So I think I'd like to begin exploring from there, and then we can just sort of work our way through everything that way. Cool. Alright, yeah, so right up around here should be where I want to actually really begin exploring the place. See, this is what I'm talking about when it's not raining. Like, look at how green all this stuff looks. It just looks really good. But when it's raining and it's all foggy and dreary, like, the colors just don't look as good. And that's the case in real life, too. I feel so much... I mean, I don't mind rain. Like, that's whatever. I enjoy a good thunderstorm. Helps me sleep. But, I live up in New York, and the snow... It's really just depressing. Like, I get major seasonal depression because everything is just dreary and, like, it's constantly overcast. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna end up getting poisoned. because I'm in the Buffalo area, and it's just constantly overcast here. Honestly, even a lot of times during the summer. So even in real life, when there's less overcast, less rain, less snow, the world just looks like a brighter place, and the colors are much more vibrant. So that's my 2 cents about that and seasonal depression. Maybe that's what the whole story surrounding Elden Ring is. Maybe that's why everyone's so pissed all the time. Is because of their seasonal depression and all the clouds in the sky. I mean, look at all the clouds up there. Okay, so this was the spot that I was talking about, how this sort of allows me to somewhat, like, we're not under the town, but kind of get around here underneath the bridge. And so we'll start exploring from here and then just work our way backwards, I guess. And like I said, I'd like to be able to get up to the actual, like, the main town, or that spot that's right in front of the gate. But we'll see, because I think that it's pretty detailed around here. Even though, like I said, I feel like I could probably get through all of this relatively quickly. I feel like there's a lot of buildings around here to explore. Even though you don't really go inside any of them. I want to explore all their surroundings, and I want to go on top of the ones that you can access the upper portion of. So this is going to take a bit. So buckle in, because obsessive exploring is happening. We're going to do this right now. And like I said, I think, so some of these buildings I can get on top of, like not these ones are just the ones that are sunken in, but I think I should be able to jump onto a few of these. Also, so that golden seed I already grabbed when I was here many episodes ago when I passed through. So I don't need to worry about that golden seed. That's all set. I don't want to aggro these guys yet, for sure. We'll come back and deal with them later. Because that's going to lead up into that whole, like, gate front, or immediately gate front area. Even though the whole thing is the gate front town, that'll lead right up to the front of the gate. And I can't even get in there anyway, because I don't have the glintstone key. So I'm going to have to wait on that. So where does this... Yeah, so this place is huge. This is going to take some time. So this is also why yesterday, when I kind of got to this area, rather than deciding to explore this whole area yesterday, I decided to go and do the Raya Lucaria Crystal Tunnel, because I wanted to sort of dedicate a full episode to this area because of how extensive this is going to be. And I'm remembering, excuse me, I'm remembering as I walk through here right now how extensive it truly is. There's a rune bear there. So does this take me... Okay, so there's the gate there. So this is kind of underneath the main gate. So let's, I guess let's go say hello to Rune Bear friend. Oh, he's gonna see me, isn't he? Alright, Mr. Rune Bear, I'm just gonna throw some fire on my blade real fast, and you and I can duke it out. Crap, I always do that roll way too soon, and he's gonna hit me. Dang it! It's a waste of a healing right there. Dang it, don't grab me, don't grab me. Alright, now I can actually heal for real. Dang it! You've got to be kidding me. What is with my timings today? Alright, you just smack down. Oh, I think he hit the dragonfly. It's nice, I need dragonfly heads. Dang it, stop with that. If he does it again, I'm gonna be pissed. My goodness. Okay. No hugs, please. I don't appreciate that. My goodness. My timing just is just not great today, apparently. If I can get bleed in a second here, I should be getting close. Boom. Okay. Alright, you're almost gone. You're not so special, even though I just used like multiple flasks on you. Don't forget about me, though. Seem to have forgotten about me for a second there. Boom. Okay. Alright, and we're at the point where you get 1,500 from killing them, so that's kind of nice. Man, what a guy. What a guy, am I right? He is no fun. Yeah, so I didn't realize that there's this whole... Forgot about this. This isn't technically part of the gate front town. But does this lead... So this leads back out to the other side. So I think what I'll do is I'll use this then, as I always talk about, and like mentally I always have like a line of where I want to explore to. So I'll use this as my line. We won't go past here today, because if I get too much into just going, all right, let's just go wherever, then I'm going to start forgetting where we've been, and then I'm going to backtrack too many times, walk through the same areas, and we're going to miss stuff. And I'm not about that life, because we got to find everything. Absolutely everything. So throughout this gatefront town, I think the main things... So, of course, we just fought that rune bear. I know that there's a decent amount of albinarics. I think in this, like, actual water portion of the town, that everything that's sort of sunken into the ground, I think it's mostly albinarics down here, but then once we get up into the upper portion that sort of leads to the gate, that I don't even know that there's many albinarics up there. I think a lot of times it's more of the Raya-Lucarian soldiers and things along those lines. So I think that probably everything down here in this sunken part... Excuse me, man, I just keep on yawning. I think everything down in the sunken part is probably going to be a little bit easier to deal with than actually up in the area leading up to the gate. Because I think that is... I think that's a little more heavily guarded. So that'll probably be a bit more tricky. All right, so everything surrounding this is good around the bridge. We've got these areas here though where you sort of just get into open water. See, I'd like to explore all the way up to here, including this today, I think. But we'll like I said, I feel like this is gonna be one of those areas where it just takes me forever to get through because I'm trying to be too thorough. But I love this area overall. This area, from what I remember in my first playthrough, I really enjoy exploring really all of Raya-Lucaria, or all of Liurnia, as I've talked about before. I just love the whole area. But then okay, wait, so this is... I'm not even... I guess I'm not going to explore this yet, because this is even part of the town that goes, like, underneath Raya-Lucaria. But yeah, I love all of Liurnia, but this gatefront town I think is really, really cool. This is a lot of fun to explore. Oh yeah, and I thought that there may have been a Grace over here. Okay, let's grab this real fast. But I think part of the reason the gatefront town is so fun to explore is because it's basically like a massive section of ruins, essentially. Okay, so Gate Town North. Cool, so we've got Gate Town North, we've got South Raya-Lucaria Gate, so all of this stuff, like all four of these Graces are kind of part of the Gatefront town. So then that leads over to, so that's just some jutting out of rock, so I don't want to worry about that right now. So on this side, this will sort of be my exploration limit, since this is the northernmost part of the Gate Town. So we won't really go past this to get today, I guess. But I do want to make sure that even in these open sections of water, as we go through here, that all of this is explored. And I will sort of approach this as, like I said, just a massive section of ruins, because that's essentially what it is. So same way that we'd encounter a huge section of ruins on land, or a like relatively small section of ruins on land, this is just a massive section that's actually in the water. So let's do this. Let's start exploring this for real. Now that I've got that northernmost Grace, I don't think that there's any other Graces like related to the town. There might be another Grace in this, or maybe somewhere in here, but I don't really remember. So I guess we will see as we explore. And I want to check on top of each of these ruins and stuff like that. Just run over them real fast so I at least know if there's anything special on them. But I had figured, even though this is an area that I don't remember super extensively, I had figured that there was probably a Grace towards the end of these ruins. I don't know why I remembered that specifically. And one of the reasons I want to check each of these sections of ruins is because I know there's stuff like this. There's enemies on these, and I'm pretty sure scattered throughout some of them, there's items, and there's definitely some crafting materials scattered throughout some of these as well. So I want to make sure I get all of that. I don't know if we're going to encounter those like wraiths. Is that what they are? The wraiths? Where we encountered in the woods early on in Liurnia that have the bells that summon those like yellow sorceries or those yellow incantations. I don't know if we'll encounter those in the gate front town or not. Oh, there's a transport gate here. Let me see. So we haven't made it that far, so it's not like I'm going to spawn a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and use this real fast, I think, and just see where this takes me. I have absolutely no idea. Oh, you know what? It probably... Oh, no. Okay. Oh, wait a second. So this takes me up to... Is this the belfries? Wait, no, this isn't the... I don't recognize this at all. Where the heck am I? Oh, it takes you right to the map. That is convenience right there. That is some serious convenience. Okay, so this is where we were right here. So it takes you way up to this western landmass. So now we can see all of Liurnia. Finally, I didn't realize that that's how you get to this. Had no idea. Okay, so there's some ruins here. We can get over to, what's his name? There's a big, like, golem NPC guy here. Oh, yeah, I forgot. There's a lot of stuff here. Okay, so this is the wall that I hit before when we were exploring. And this is that upper portion I was talking about that I can't get to any of this yet. Like, this whole upper portion here is not accessible yet. I don't remember exactly how you get there. But then, okay, so there's not as much stuff in the lake on this side that I still have to do as I thought, now that I can actually see it. But we've got another minor Erd tree here. We've got this. I think this might be where the 3 belfries is at, or the 4 belfries are, however many it is. There's some ruins here, and then this is, I think this is Carrion Manor up here. And then up here is where you've got multiple, like, towers, or like, whatever those are called. I can't remember what those are called. Cool, so that gives a much better view now. This is, okay, I'm super glad that I decided to go ahead and just go to that transport gate now. Cool, so that's all stuff we'll explore. Like, that's not even anything we're going to touch for a little while. But at least I've got that. That's super nice. I totally forgot that that's what that leads to. Oh, wait, I'm going the wrong way. I'm going to go back this way. So that is big news. Big news coming from Elden Ring explorations here. So that'll mean that now that I have that, it'll be a little easier to gauge. And didn't I decide? Yeah, that's everything that goes underneath Raya Lucaria. So now that I've got that map, that'll make life a lot easier with being able to see how much left I still have to explore, like within the water and just in all of Liurnia in general. So like I was saying yesterday, I feel like we're a little over 50% done with Liurnia at this point. But maybe not necessarily, maybe a little less than 50. I don't know. I feel like we're a little over 50 though. That's what I'm going to tell myself, because we've been here for quite a while. It's been a decent amount of episodes. And we still got a decent amount more because of how thorough we got to be. All right, so this is I think here we're kind of at the we're kind of at the edge. And wait, I should probably, as I explore certain sections here, check what it. Yeah, so that's that on the map. So I can say that one's done. This one must be. Yeah, so this is the larger one. Okay. So I just kind of want to check that as I go through and see what it looks like on the map, because then I don't run the risk of later being like, oh, I don't know if I've even gone to that yet. I can just know that I've seen myself at that spot on the map before. Is that what is coming out of the... Oh, it's those who live in death. Hello there. These guys are piece of cake though. I feel since we're this far into Liurnia, I feel at this point that, as I talked about when we first came into the area, I was always a little bit over-leveled for Liurnia, like as soon as I came in. But now at this point, I feel like we've been in Liurnia long enough to where I feel like it's even more the case that I'm just probably leveled beyond what I really should be for the area. Because simple enemies like those who live in death, yeah, I mean, it takes nothing to kill them. So, all right, so let's see. Let's check this little island of ruins out. See what we got here. And I have a feeling that there's probably going to be some spots throughout here where crabs, or well, actually maybe not crabs, since we're in Liurnia. There's probably going to be some sections where lobsters just come popping up out of the ground. So I need to be acutely aware of that. Can you stop with the poison, please? With the way that you get the haptic feedback, or well, not the haptic feedback, but just the vibration in the controller, like as you're standing in the poison, it really shows the urgency of, like, it just vibrates like crazy. It shows the urgency of, like, get out of the poison. You're currently killing yourself. And it's not good. So please leave. So this is this island, and then that's where that transport gate was. And then we've got this whole section of woods over here that I'm not going to do yet. That'll be another day entirely. Look, there's an item here. Crystal cave moss times trace. I have a feeling. Oh, this is a beefy guy. I have a feeling, now that I know that those who live in death spawn here, I have a feeling we're gonna encounter them a lot throughout this gatefront town. If I can get rid of this guy though, then I'm gonna be in good shape. He's a real strong boy. Man, and those things, would you stop with those things? Please. Thank you very much. I mean, two could play at that game. I'm pretty sure I have that sorcery that they're using that sends the skull out. So I could use that against them, beat them at their own game, really. And then what is this one on the map? So this is this larger-ish one. And that's why I want to explore each of these, because I would have totally missed that cave moss right there. And what a tragedy that would have been. Because what if one day I'm in a bind and it's like, oh my goodness, like I really need cave moss, and it's like, well, if you would have checked all those buildings in the gatefront town, you'd have that cave moss right now and you'd be in much better shape. So I'm just not going to let anyone say that about me. I'm going to make sure that everything is grabbed. What was that noise though? It sounded like what am I hearing? I don't know if that's just an environmental sound or if there's something around here. Ooh, why does that look so weird? That's quite the butthole you got on there, my friend. Might want to see a doctor about that, because it appears to be bleeding. So there's something up in this little tower here too. Let me just finish this. I don't think there's anything else here. So I see something, yeah, up in that tower, and I want to check that out. Looks like it might just be an item. First, when I was walking up to it, it kind of looked like it was another transport gate. Oh, it's a chest. Look at that. What you got for me, chest? Something good, I hope. Ooh, stone sword key. How many do I have on me right now, actually? Because I feel like I have an abundance. Oh, 3. I wouldn't exactly call that an abundance, but it's a decent amount. I think I've probably used a couple recently. I do remember using a couple relatively recently, and I just totally forgot about it. Because I thought that I was getting to the spot where I was going to end up with, like... I'm definitely hearing something. I thought I was at the spot where I had like 10 stone sword keys already, but clearly not. But I'm definitely hearing a noise of something like gurgling or something like that, and I'd really like to figure out what it is, because it's kind of driving me nuts. What it sounds like is like the death frogs or the death lizards inside of Dark Souls. That's what it sounds like. I remember those weird death lizards kind of made that noise when they would spew death out of their face. And that's what it sounds like, but those aren't in this game. So I don't know what the noise is. We got some glowing skulls around here. Don't mind if I do. See, still stuff spawning. So this is what I'm trying to do, is just run over every area, make sure everything spawns, everything is killed before I leave. Because as I always feel the need to justify it as I explain it. I feel like I always need to re-explain each episode that, like, that's how thorough I want this to be. Is like, let's make sure that even everything spawns and everything is killed as we walk through. Okay, so this is one that I have not been to yet, because of the fact that I see some albinarics here that have not been taken care of, if you will. Hello. Just gonna take you out real fast. Look at their blood is like gray. It looks like, okay, so I have no way of exactly describing what this is. Like, I wish that I was able to figure out exactly what it was. I feel like a couple of people have told me what they think it was here and there. Oh, look at this. I didn't even see that. What do you got for me? Summer Smithing Stone 2. But I've never been able to exactly figure it out. So when I was probably, like, how old was I? Maybe 10 or so. My mom made this meal, and my mom, I've always enjoyed my mom's cooking, specifically her biscuits and gravy. I love biscuits and gravy. Probably my favorite meal of all time, and specifically when my mom makes it, it's my favorite meal. So she always, like, she's told me now that I've been an adult that she's always felt bad that she's never been like a gourmet chef or anything, but I always loved the things that she cooked. So everything that she made was great. There was just literally one dish that she ever made that I was like, what the heck is this? It was some sort of, and I still joke with her about this. They were like meatballs, but they were gray, and they literally look like the same gray color as albinaric blood that we just saw. So I don't know what it was. Like I said, a couple of people have mentioned to me before that they think it's this or this or this, and I don't know. I don't know what it was, but it was nasty. It tasted real gross. But like I said, other than that, all of her cooking is incredible. It's just for something about those gray meatballs that she made, I was just not a fan of. And I remember trying to be a fan of them and trying to say that they tasted good, and then I remember my dad being like, Kendra, these are, like, I love you and you cook great stuff, but this is gross. And I remember then being like, yeah, okay, I agree. Now that Dad has said it, I feel like I can chime in. And so now, like 15 years later, I still joke with her about that, about those nasty gray meatballs that she made. Ooh, there is a mushroom here. So this is getting into the main section. What I should probably do before really getting into all this is I want to check this one out real fast, I think. And I feel like there's so much around here. I feel like I'm going to miss something. That's not the one that I was looking at. It must be, is it this one that I'm seeing on the map? There's probably nothing even on this one. No, it's not. What's the one? Did I already check the one that I'm seeing on the map then? Oh, so that's... No. That's this one. So I must have already checked this one then. I don't know why, looking at it on the map, I was thinking that was a spot that I hadn't been to yet. Okay, so now I can start moving more towards the center of things, I think, and checking all of this. Because I've kind of gone along a lot of those outskirts. So now I want to check more towards the center of each of these areas. We got some blood roses. And I think this one is one that I haven't really run over yet. Yeah, because this is getting more into the heart of things here. Got some mushrooms. I'd like to make it through this whole gatefront town without dying once, because as I've said before, it helps. I feel it helps with making sure you don't miss anything, because if you die, then all of the crafting materials respawn, and you don't have as much of a gauge for what you've already gone to. But if I can make sure that I don't die as I go through here, then I'll know that, okay, like if the crafting materials in this section have been grabbed, I've been there. And I think that'll help me fly through here a bit faster, even though so far it's been very slow going. We're a ways into this episode, and I feel like I haven't really made a dent. But this one should be fine. That one is stuff that I've been to. Hi, Charles. Just walking right over my lap. Let's see. So then, yeah, this is some of the stuff that I wanted to get into now. And then we've got some of these larger buildings too that I've got to check out. But again, I don't think I can get into any. I don't think there's really any buildings here that I can actually get into. I think I can just explore like the exterior of everything, and that's an Albinaric there. So I've been to that spot. And then we've got some Albinaric friends hanging out here as well. Just gonna promptly kill you. If you don't mind. Wait, are you gonna bleed? You've got some blood coming out of you, right? If you don't mind, I'm gonna scoop that up, because my mom's got some gray meatballs she'd like to make. So, I'm just gonna quickly take some of your blood, and we're gonna use it on the meatballs. That'd be disgusting, by the way. I mean, they were already disgusting, but adding Albinaric blood, that's just not it. It's gonna be even worse. Okay, so I just wanted a complete circle there, so that's good. So I know all of that's done. And then what about, this is like a little, ooh, why am I getting, I was getting the summon sign there. I wonder why. I do wonder if there's another Grace somewhere in here. Because I feel like the Gatefront town is so large. Oh! This guy!
It's me, Dialos. Answer me, would you? Hello, friend. Tell me if you know, would you? The whereabouts of the hidden house of those despicable fiends. The recusants who hunt their fellow tarnished. They laid hands upon my servant Lanya, and I refused to let the insult stand. The tale of House Hoslow is told in blood. I, Dialos, swear to deliver the message. They laid hands upon my servant Lanya, and I refused to let the insult stand. The tale of House Diallo.
Okay, so is that all he has to say right now?
They laid hands upon my the tale of how
Okay. Cool. I didn't remember that that's where he showed up. I noticed when looking back at I think maybe yesterday's episode, since I was in the round table hold at the end of yesterday. I think maybe when I was looking at that, I noticed that he had disappeared from the round table hold. But I did not realize that this is where he would appear next. So his questline has been progressed. I don't know exactly where I find him after this, or what goes on with him next. I don't remember his questline super well, and I don't even know that I've ever followed his questline all the way through. So that's another one that I need to kind of keep an eye on throughout this playthrough to make sure that we don't miss the stuff going on with him. So I might need to read a bit about him, figure out where he goes next. And as we get closer and closer to the capital, as well as, ooh, that looks like a rough. Oh, I thought he was impaled. He wasn't impaled. As we get closer and closer to the capital, as well as Rykard. That was a lot of work just to get one magic grease. As we get closer to both of those things, I'm going to have to go through and make sure that everything that needs to be done with quest lines is done, because as I was saying a few episodes ago, hitting those two spots, hitting the capital and getting to and killing Rykard, both of those things lock out certain NPC quest lines. So I'm going to have to deal with that pretty soon, kind of go back and make sure that everything that needs to be done with those particular NPCs is done before we head to those two sections of the game. Man, this place is ginormous. Like, I'm still not even back to the beginning, and I'm just going along the outskirts. And this gets kind of into the woods, so I'm not going to go into the woods right now. That's That's for another day of exploration. Oh, so these do actually spew poison. I was thinking that since we're in Liurnia, that they did something else, like they did magic damage or something. I don't know. Once we fight one of the big ones, I guess I'll know better, because I still in this playthrough haven't fought one of the big ones. Excuse me. And I don't remember what kinds of attacks they do. Oh, there's a big one right here. Look at that. So here we go. Speak of the devil. Oh yeah, so that's what I was thinking of. So it sends those things out. Oh goodness. So I probably, dang it. Okay, so that's no joke. I think that's going to be more annoying probably than the other ones. And I need to pull, oh, that's right. I don't have fire, so here's what I'm going to do. Let me get, oh, but I can't craft right now. So do I already have, dang it. I don't have any fire pots. So yeah, I think these are probably going to be more annoying than the regular ones that I've been fighting, because the way that those, like, dang it, man. The way that these follow you, whereas the normal ones don't follow you. It's just they do the thing where they raise their head up and all that happens is stuff comes raining down. But since this magic follows you, that I feel like is going to make it a little more tricky. Okay, you small guy, you're going to have to go away, please. The nice thing is I can definitely kill these faster than the regular Miranda flowers, that's for sure. Probably because of the fact that... Wait, do I already have some of those? I do, but I'm going to craft a couple more. Probably because of the fact that my weapon is so upgraded. And we're only in Liurnia. Grab these. De-poisonify myself real fast. I'm just going to keep these... What are these again? The neutralizing boluses. I'm just going to keep these on me, just in case I encounter any more of those throughout the remainder of the town. So then this is a whole, like, outskirts thing of the town, so I don't really want to go out to that stuff either. I just still want to use the edge of the town as my furthest area of exploration for the time being, I guess. And then everything just out in the water, past, like, these last little houses, that we can do another day. We can go kind of all along the edge in the actual water. And there's a lot of Miranda flowers through here. I think there's like 3. So I'm going to try to avoid dealing with some of those for now, if I can help it. Just for the time being, I guess. And again, we'll come back and kind of explore that stuff thoroughly later on. And man, there's so much here. And I feel like I'm running back over stuff. Yeah, okay, so this I've definitely run over already. I've definitely already checked that out. And then this section here, I believe, was kind of where Miranda was at. Okay, so let me move my way up this way. I'm still trying to get back to, like, the beginning of the bridge, because then I'll know, okay, like, all the outskirts, for the most part, are checked. Then I can actually sort of go up through the middle, which would be very nice to do. He's gonna fling stuff at me. I don't really want to deal with him right now, though, like I said. Oh, wait, so will these all... Yeah, they will all come for me. Crap. Yeah, see, that's no joke. Like, if all those hit you, you'd probably be in rough shape if every single one of those made contact. So you gotta be careful when Miss Miranda sees you, for sure. What is this item? Gold rune 4. Don't mind if I do. We'll promptly take that. Thanks so much. We've got some crabs running around here, which makes me wonder, are there going to be larger crabs popping up out of here at some point instead of lobsters? Okay, so this sort of hits this edge of the town. Where was the... Okay, that one was the flower that shot at me a second ago. And then this is all... We're almost back towards the beginning of this bridge. But see, like, this is insane, just, like, how much there really is to this town. I mean, because we're like 40 minutes into the episode, and I've still got a lot of town left to explore, I feel like. Okay, good. I would rather them do their poison thing right now than fling their glintstone pebbles around. At least they're pebbles and not like these things, the great glintstone shards. Oh yeah, okay, so then this hits the edge where I explored yesterday. So this is just these guys. I'm going to kill a couple of these before they blow their horns. Okay, cool. So... Oh, wait, this is the guy with the actual horn. Okay, so then we're back towards the beginning here. All of the land here has been explored. This is water that's, I would say, sort of outside of the actual village. So I can check all of that when I do, like, the water sections later. Cool, so now I can really start heading up. Ooh, they're both shooting at me. So now I can really start heading up here in through the middle of the gate town itself. So let's make this happen. Let's make this happen. And I would say I think I can pretty much call... Wait, did I rest at some point? Because why are these respawned? Because didn't I come over here and kill these? I thought I did, but maybe I am... Oh, that's right, because I took that transport gate, so everything respawned, so that makes sense. But now that, like, sort of both edges, I would say, are explored, the eastern and western edges of the gate town, I can really just start moving up through the center. So I'm just going to kind of zigzag about and try to check each one of these buildings. I'll try to check sort of on top of them, as well as all the ground surrounding them as much as I can. And then there's that other grace right up there. And so now I'm thinking that there's probably I'm guessing there's probably no more graces, no more sites of grace throughout the town itself, but I definitely feel like there's more items and stuff around here that I missed. There's definitely crafting materials that I haven't grabbed up through the center. So I definitely still have stuff that needs to be explored here. Oh, and this is where the crabs were. So this is kind of where I want to be, is over here. Oh yeah, and there's Albinaurics there that I haven't killed yet. So then this is where the main Liurnia, or not the main Liurnia, whatever that is, like Liurnia North or whatever map that gives you. That's where we found that many moons ago. It's been quite a few episodes since we've been at this spot, I would say. So yeah, I want to make sure I'm zigzagging between each of these buildings and just making sure that each of these sections of ruins and these sections of bushes throughout here are done. Oh yeah, okay, so there's some guys here that I haven't killed. This is another reason why I don't want to die. I mean, obviously I used the transport gate, but now that I've explored a good chunk of this, I don't want to die, because then the enemies will respawn and all of the crafting materials will respawn, and I'm going to have not really any gauge of what I've gone to. Okay, so all of this, so this is taking me back towards, where are we right now? So we're sort of in the middle of everything. So let me work my way back a little bit, because I think there's a couple of things over here. Yeah, so that's where those Albinauric guys are at that I haven't killed yet. This is where those small crabs are at. So let me move up through here. Got some blood roses. And then does this lead... Yeah, so this leads right back to here. Okay, cool. I'm getting my bearings. I'm getting an understanding of where everything leads to and what I've explored and what I haven't. These windows, though, always confuse me, the way that you can kind of see light coming out of them, because I always think that there's an item there or that I can get inside the building or something. But you cannot. This is probably one of those areas where, after we're done, I'll quickly look at the wiki and just see if there's any items listed that I missed. But as I've said before, you can't fully trust the wiki, because there's not everything is listed on there. Items-wise, like major items are all listed, but that's why I don't just follow the wiki, because you'd still end up missing some stuff. Okay, so tops of these buildings are good. And I think we're making okay time. Making okay time for how thorough things are being. And was this... Okay, yeah, so there's Albinaurics there, so I haven't been there yet. And then that's where that guy was. I can't remember what his name is, because I remember... I think the girl that he had been talking about at Round Table Hold and the one that's murdered there on the ground, I think she's not Raya. I don't even remember what he said her name is, so I definitely don't remember what his name is. Okay, and then this kind of takes me back over here. I'm gonna check on top of this building as well. I think that another one of these towers, though, like that spot where I found the chest over on like the exact opposite side of the town, I think that there's another one of those possibly where you get another chest. I could have sworn that there is, so I want to try to find that too and not overlook that. Oh yeah, and then there's these doors that I always think that you can get inside of, but they're just sunken down enough to where they don't open up. You know, so something that I've been thinking about recently, I've talked before throughout episodes about how just like the different developers and stuff like that, there was maybe 12 episodes or so ago, I kind of talked about certain developers and sort of how you've got developers like FromSoft, and I absolutely love their games and just how detailed they are and how in-depth they are and how you can see things. Like, if you see something off in the distance, you can get to it. Like, that's kind of the way that I feel games are heading, at least open-world games. And I was saying how I feel like companies like Bethesda have sort of neglected that type of thing, where it's just like you get the game and it's broken. But I've never really been a fan of Rockstar. Like, I've never played the GTA games or anything like that. But obviously, GTA 6 is such big news. Crap. My goodness, that was a mess. Since GTA 6 is such big news, I've been kind of following information about it, because I've played a little bit of 5, just some of the online stuff. But what I'm trying to say here is, man, this guy with his chainmail armor. Oh my goodness, why are there so many? There's a bunch of them. That must be why my summon sign's up. Holy crap. Oh man, and he sprays frost. But what made me think of this, why I went off on this tangent, is that since these doors are closed and everything, made me think of the fact that some of the news that I've been seeing is that with GTA 6, there's actually potentially, I think, going to be certain sections of the map where like you can even go inside and explore the interiors of a lot of the buildings. I keep ending up back at this guy. I'm getting all turned around. So I think that that's going to set somewhat of a new precedent too for gaming, where like I feel like FromSoft has set sort of this idea of when you have an open world, you've got it's absolutely massive, and they have a lot of it rendered constantly, so you can see stuff way off in the distance. And I feel like Rockstar might sort of define the idea of being able to explore like a lot of the different buildings and stuff, and actually have the interiors fully modeled and stuff like that. If that's even true, that's sort of what they're working on for the game. I don't even know if that's exactly true. But I think that could be kind of cool, and would be sort of a whole new thing, because a lot of games, just because of resources and assets and how long it takes and the like rendering in of everything that it takes, having too many buildings that have an interior is just out of the question for a lot of developers. But it would be kind of cool if Rockstar kind of tried that out with GTA 6 and had a bunch of interiors that you could check out. But I've heard some people that have the theory that maybe what they'll do is it's basically like you can enter the building, but it's not like everything is explorable. It's just like there's a few rooms you can go into. So like maybe the lobby of a hotel is modeled, and then there's like a few, like you talk to the front desk and you can get a room, and it's like it takes you to one of the rooms, which you can't necessarily go through all the halls and stuff. I don't know. So it could be something like that they could use to get around that, and then still wouldn't be super detailed, but it'd be cool if there's rooms you can access, or if there's buildings you can access instead of just always being on the exterior of them. And I know like GTA 5, especially online, had convenience stores and stuff you get into, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about more in depth than that. Okay, so there's the bridge. I still feel like there's some sections here. Yeah, so there's Blood Rose here, and let's see. So I've killed these, so I've definitely been to this spot. And then I think this gets back. So this gets back to where the crabs were. This is where all those guys were at. So those have been taken care of. This has been a very tedious episode, having to go through and not miss stuff. And that's back to Mr. What's-His-Face. And then I think this center portion. So there's Albinaurics there, so I've killed them. I think this I've checked, because this is getting, yeah, that's getting towards the outskirts as well. And then Albinaurics here. So I'm just kind of going through a checklist now to just see, like, am I basically done? I feel like I'm pretty much done here, from what I can tell. It feels like I've gotten everything, and I feel like I've walked to everything at this point. So I guess I'm just gonna run around for another couple seconds, see if I see anything that maybe I didn't pick up, and then I guess still got a little bit of time left, so I guess we'll actually head inside of the town itself. And there's a Steak America here, so that's kind of nice if I die trying to head up into the town. And then, so this, why does it show that there's, like, land here? Because there's not really. Like, it sort of shows land on the map, and I think that's what's been throwing me off, is thinking that I haven't gone through that yet. Even though I've walked through this already. Okay, yeah, so I guess we're going to call this good. I think I've overstayed my welcome, and I have explored everything just as thoroughly as I've explored everything else throughout the game. Wait, actually, though. No, okay, I missed this. There's this here, too. Okay, what you got? What you got for me? Ooh, Cookbook 4. Cool. So then that makes me remember that I totally forgot that... Oh, and there's an item up here, too. So I definitely didn't check on all of these. Arteria Leaf. Okay, so then what other buildings can I get on top of that I didn't get on top of? Let's do this real fast. So, to make sure that every, like, building that I can access from the top, let me just kind of run through here, and I guess sort of just see which ones I can access. So I think that one, so can I get on top of these two? Did I check these two? I remember there was like one spot that I checked already in terms of if I could get on the roof, but I don't remember which one it was. This one I can definitely get on this one. Torrent can jump that for sure. Okay, so there's nothing on this. Doesn't look like there's anything on this rooftop. Dang it. Yeah, so it looks like nothing's on that rooftop. These lower ones are just whatever. I mean, these are sunken into the ground, so I can just walk over those. This one, though, I'm curious about. Wait, and actually I'm curious about this one, too. But I don't think I feel like with these, you can kind of see... Yeah, just from the ground, you can see if there's anything on those. This one over here, though, this is like a full building. Wondering if there's anything on top of this one over here. Doesn't look like it. Okay, yeah, so I think then that's probably good. I'm glad that I kind of turned around, though, and looked at that one spot that had the tower in it, because I totally would have missed that cookbook, which would have sucked. And then I would have seen it on the wiki, and then I would have been like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I wasn't being thorough enough. And then I would have had to come back at a later date. Okay, cool. So let's head into the town itself now. Up through, or not into the town itself, but like up into the part that leads right to the gate. Yeah, I'm just, as we run through here, I'm just taking one last look, making sure I don't see anything. And I think we're good. So let's head up inside here. Let's deal with all this mess real fast. Oh man, I did not see him there with his fire cannon. What about on this? Oh, and you know what? Actually, being up here probably gives me a good view of if there's any buildings that I didn't check on top of. The one thing I am curious about is that big building. I wonder if there's anything on that big building. Because did I go up on the huge building? Because then this tower, like this thing over here, I think was one of the first things I checked, and I don't think you can really... Yeah, you can't even like get on anything related to that. But then this building, I am curious about, but I don't even know that you can get on it in the first place. This huge one here. And I mean, I guess I can kind of see the roof, and I'm not seeing anything on it. So I guess that I should just... say whatever to that. And then this one is the one that actually connects to the exterior of that. Okay, cool. So a lot of these guys, they definitely seem to have some ranged stuff, because I was getting hit by things. So I need to be careful with that as I progress up through here. I'm going to get behind this guy. You're going to stop that right now. Thanks so much. I appreciate that. And then, yeah, so then this, the top of this building is good. Top of that building and that building is good. That's where the finger reader crone is, at the end of that bridge. And I talked to her a few episodes ago. And down there was where we were at the beginning of the episode, fighting Mr. Krabs. Oh, and there's guys up on the roofs here, hanging out, waiting to fling their glintstone crap at me. Good for them, though, you know? Good for them, serving Renala well. Okay, don't you... Stop it with the shield. I can't use a shield, and so neither can you. We're gonna play fair. Okay, and that's all stuff that we've been to as well. Cool. Yeah, so I'd like to, since we made it through all of the water portion, I'd like to be able to actually make it through this upper portion now, the actual town, before calling it an episode, because then we can just say that all of this is done and not have to worry about it another day. Okay, so I don't think that there's any more guys on these rooftops. I don't know if that's where they spawn. Like, they were on those rooftops over there. So I don't know if this is the rooftop where they spawn, or if they walked up here trying to get to me. I'm not really sure. Not totally sure about that. Can I not pick up this item, though? Dang it! These are like, grabbing these items is always annoying, since you gotta, like, get yourself perfectly on the railing. That's 6 arrows. That's sort of a strange amount. Usually it's 5 that you pick up from corpses like that. You know, and I'm hearing a scarab. So I wonder if there's like an Ash of War scarab around here somewhere. Hi there. Oh man, this guy, you got quite the sword on you, huh? Is that a Lord Sworn Greatsword you got going on there? Okay, so nothing on this rooftop. Let me check the rooftop on the other side real fast, just for good measure, you know. Okay, cool. So then this, I think this may not be as dense through here as I'm remembering. I might be able to actually fly through this upper portion kind of quickly. If I'm not actually making contact with my blade, though, it might take me a long time. I'm gonna heal real fast. But yeah, this might not be as dense up here as I'm thinking, so I might actually be able to kind of fly through here. Glintstone Firefly times 4. Don't mind if I do. I think the last time that I progressed through this, like in my first playthrough, I don't think, for whatever reason, I don't think I rode Torrent through this whole thing. For some reason, I think I did it on foot, which really added to how long it took, I think. Because I was just walking around, and I was rolling through all of this stuff, and it took a long time. Where is this? Where is this scarab that I'm hearing? Is he... Oh, is he down below? Oh, that's right. I think that he might be attached to the underside of the bridge. So I might have to go back down there. I didn't think about that. Yeah, maybe I missed him when I was down there before. Hang on, let's go check this out. And I think this is the finger reader I already spoke to, right? Because doesn't she... Okay, just skip through all that. Yeah, so she talks about slaughter, slaughter, slaughter. Okay. Yeah, so everything with her is done. Let me try to do this without taking fall damage. So let me see. Is this scarab actually underneath? Like, where the heck am I? Yeah, it is. Okay. So it must have... It must have fallen when I was down here before, and I just didn't realize. I can't lock onto it though. Why can I not lock onto it? Okay, hang on. Let me kill all these. I want to see what he's carrying. Crap, that was dumb. Should not have done that. Yeah, I want to see what he's carrying because I'm imagining it's either an Ash of War or it's a Somber Smithing Stone, which I could use those two eventually, even though I don't really need them right now. Yeah, so I totally missed him when I came through here last time, but I wonder if I'm going to need a bow to be able to actually knock him down. And I mean, I've got a bow on me, I haven't used one, I guess, at all during this playthrough. Okay, so let me see. Do I have it all the option to lock? No, it won't even let me lock. All right, let me put a bow on, and we'll. Wait, is he coming for me? I just don't want the crab to get me while I'm putting this on. Where is... Let's use this one real fast. Okay. Boom. Alright, and I don't... Actually, now that I think about it, it may have not been a bad idea for me to go kill the crab first. Oh no, we're good, we're good. Charge forth. Okay. Oh, and I'm not fat rolling when I have a bow on now, so maybe I should keep a bow on. And I guess I'll keep that one on because that one's definitely better. So I'll keep the horn bow on and then stick just, I guess, dwelling arrows on since those work well with that. Because I think the horn bow came from the ancestral followers, and so do the dwelling arrows. So you know what? We'll just keep it all in the family. I'm glad I heard that though, because I totally missed that scarab was under there when I passed by before. What am I stuck on? Oh. So that is all done. And yeah, I hadn't used a bow for anything yet in this playthrough. Like I don't think I even, like, I equipped one briefly, but I never actually used it just because I hadn't really needed it. So that was the first bow shot that I have taken in this playthrough. What a day, really. I mean, that just makes the whole episode right there, if I'm being totally honest with you. Okay, so that's what I was talking about earlier. So that we're seeing is this whole upper thing that I won't be able to access for a while. So that's what we're seeing when we look up there. And there's a pretty crazy dragon that you fight up there at some point. Like that's more like end game type of thing from what I remember. So hi there. Don't you throw that. I would appreciate it if you didn't. I think there's... Oh, yeah, there's one of those things here. I thought that there was one of those hanging out around here somewhere. Chilling out in the general vicinity. So, yeah, like I said, I don't think that this area up here is quite as dense as I thought it was. I think the main thing is just going to be... since I want to be thorough, checking all these bushes and stuff real fast before we wrap up for the day. And making sure that absolutely nothing is missed. That's always the goal. But I'm sort of going along this edge because then I can check, like always, I can check the outskirts and then I'll move towards the middle, and then I can really it'll be better anyway because then I can kind of attack everything from behind. Which will make this a lot easier because attacking from the front, everything's just going to see me instantaneously. Which is just kind of, it's just how it works. I mean, it's kind of an obvious statement I just made there, but yeah, coming at it from the back like this is perfect. This should make my life a whole lot easier. And I think there's a decent amount of loot around here. So I just want to, like, after I kill everything, be aware of that. And I just almost died. I was clearly not paying attention. What are you guys dropping? Cuckoo Surcoat, Lordsworn Straight Sword. Let me check everything, all these bushes on the bridge real fast, too. And I think, isn't there... Yeah, there's a Grace up here, too. Because this is... What is this one, technically? Well, they know about me, so I can't open it. Oh, I didn't grab this when I was here last time. Ooh, a meeting place map. Let's check Do they still know about me? I still can't open... Okay, I can. So this is the South Ray of Lucaria Gate. And then this meeting place map. Simple map found on a corpse. Seems to point to a meeting... Oh! The man it came from surely desired one. The sole means of gaining entry into the academy, a glintstone gate. Okay, so that just shows the island that I have to go fight the dragon at to be able to get the glintstone key. So I already know which island it is, but it's nice having that. That way there's no doubt in my mind about which item or which island we're headed to. This place is super duper overgrown. Probably be good if they got a groundskeeper for this place. Maybe pull some weeds, pull some bushes out of the ground or something. Like, probably can make this place a lot more pretty. Oh yeah, so that's... Oh, wait, so am I wrapping all the way back around to the front? Yeah, so this takes me back around... Okay, let me run back so that I can come up behind them again real fast. I don't think there's too many more things left over here in terms of enemies, so I should be able to fly through this quickly. But I'd rather just still come at it from behind. I think it'll be way easier that way. And also coming at the fire chariot from behind is definitely nice too. If I can sneak up on him. What does a strong attack do to this guy? Can I kill? Oh crap! Oh well, okay. Well, I still got him, so that does like half his health. Ooh, and a smithing stone 3. Thank you very much. All right, I should be able to kill him right here. Oh nope. Okay, got him. Boom! And you get 1,200 for that. I still say that that's way too much for those, because those things are easy. Just as long as you like roll out of the way as it rolls towards you. Or is it, yeah, like as the chariot rolls towards you and as it starts spitting fire, as long as you roll out of the way, you're totally fine. And it takes like, it's just a simple, regular, like, lay enemy in the back. Easy to kill. But I'll take it. I'll take 1,200 runes for basically doing nothing. It's totally fine by me. So I think we're just about through here. It's just a couple more little areas that I want to check out. Because my mind is telling me that there might be some more loot around here that I'm forgetting about. But we already went through, so we went through this whole thing because this loops around to that edge that I already checked out. And then I kind of went through this. So yeah, it's just the center portion now then that's leading towards where the fountain is. And maybe the fountain is where I'm thinking there may have been loot that I haven't picked up yet. I don't know. Oh, well, there's some mushrooms there, so I haven't walked through this yet. But yeah, this like middle courtyard is what I know I haven't actually walked through all of. Because I was avoiding it, that way nothing saw me. But I think that we're just about at the end of this episode once I grab these last few things here. But like I said, I still feel like, what am I missing here? I still feel like there's something around here, but maybe I am totally mistaken. I'm going nuts thinking that there's something else that I need to grab here when there isn't. Okay, so that's good. I think each tent is good. That was another thing I did want to check, is just make sure there was nothing in the tents. And maybe there isn't anything in the fountain. For some reason I was thinking that there was probably something in the fountain, but it looks like there's not. Alright, well, I would say that we have explored the Academy Gatefront town extremely, extremely thoroughly, obsessively thoroughly, as always, which is the case with every episode, going super, super obsessive. So, I think we can probably call this good. So that leads over to the bridge. This other path leads over to the stairs. We've checked everything along the edges. All the tents have been checked. Everything in the middle here has been killed. And so that's it. So Academy Gatefront Town has been conquered. So I guess I will go out to probably here, and we'll work our way through these woods tomorrow, and then some of this stuff that is like on the outskirts of the town that I didn't go through all the way over to here, and then maybe we'll work our way up through some of this the next day or tomorrow as well, depending on how much I get through. So anyway, that's going to wrap us for today. So thanks so much for checking out this episode. If you enjoyed it, I would highly appreciate it if you would leave a like, maybe a comment, and also hit subscribe. So thanks for watching, and I will talk to you tomorrow.